it's LeJanaro back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So, hello. I feel like I'm getting my strength back from after Dragon Con. I did not get sick this year, thank goodness. But I've been extremely tired all week. Dragon Con was Labor Day weekend. We went back to work Tuesday, and I just felt like I've been dragging all week. All I could do was just stare into the middle distance because I was tired. I was posting my rings, my health rings, and one day I did 11,000 steps. Now, there are people who do 10,000 steps a day all the time. I'm not that person. So I was tired. So I haven't really done anything all week. Today is Friday, though. Today is the first day I got up and felt like I could actually get some stuff done. So I got up, did laundry. I was trying to think if I did anything. I didn't go anywhere. I haven't been anywhere today. But I did laundry. I washed some fabric, and I'll show y'all that in a minute. Well, you saw me cutting the fabric at the beginning of the video. But that was the fabric that I washed, and I cut that out. I'll show you what I cut out in a second. Put some chicken in the crock pot. That's always my go-to when I don't really know what I want to eat. I put the chicken in the crock pot, and I just go from there. So it's either going to be some sides. I got plenty of vegetables in there. I got some green beans in there. I have broccoli, zucchini, onions. I have a cabbage. But I feel like because I messed up my barbecue sandwiches from Dragon Con weekend, I used the wrong barbecue sauce. Y'all, I'm sorry. I think it's called like Pit Barbecue. It's $1.09. It's cheap. Don't do it. I messed up my sandwiches. I ate them, but oh my goodness, I didn't want to. So I think I might redeem myself this weekend and make myself some more barbecue sandwiches, barbecue chicken sandwiches. Because Sweet Baby Ray's, I think the name of it. It was buy one get one free at Publix this week. So, or maybe it was last week. The sale ended on Tuesday, so last week I guess. Again, I'm still trying to get myself together. So I got some of that. So I think I might redeem myself with my barbecue sandwiches. And then eat vegetables next week. The excuses we make, right? I'm ready to start fall sewing. I'm ready. I am. So that's what I'm doing. I don't think I'm gonna cut out anything else that is meant for summer. I'm fall minded now. So I'll show you what all I've cut out today. I'm not sure if you'll get shown all of this in this video. I'm just making sure that I, start to record for a video because I've done videos, but I haven't done videos, if that makes sense. Haven't done a vlog in a while. I will make sure that I'll be dropping Dragon Con recaps within my next couple of videos. There'll probably be one in this video. Because if I put it all together, it'll be a 2-hour long video. I think one video by itself is probably 40 minutes of me talking about Dragon Con. So I'll split those up and just drop them. I got pictures, but I still didn't get enough pictures for my liking. But outside of that, I had a great time at Dragon Con. But I'll talk about that in the recaps that I've already recorded. So first thing I cut out, I've been making the laptop, like the envelope laptop bags, book sleeves, and boxy pouches. Although I get to a certain step in the boxy pouches and I just walk away. I have now three boxy pouches cut out. Two of them are always almost done. I gotta work on those corners. This one that I cut out of this fabric needs to be sewn up. So I cut out those three things in this fabric. I think it's gorgeous, the purple. I got this from Fine Fabrics. When I went to Fine Fabrics the other weekend, whenever that was, a couple weekends ago, they had a ton of this fabric. So I can get more if I need more, because I think I might only have 2 yards left after I cut out everything. And I want to do a tote bag too. So once I cut out that tote bag, I won't have much left. So I'll have to make a trip to Fine Fabrics to get more of this. I should have got more when I went, but I was on a budget and I was trying to stick to that budget. So I didn't. But they had rolls and rolls of this fabric at the Riverdale location. So yeah, book sleeve, boxy pouch, and the envelope style laptop thingamajig. I've showed you in other fabrics those at least those two things that I have made up. So that I cut this out first. The only thing I have left to cut out is the fusible fleece for those. So everything that I cut out is really super easy to sew up. So there's a possibility I'll get it all sewn this weekend. The boxy pouches, maybe not so much. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I am determined to take more time to do the things that I love. I feel like I'm spending too much time building other people's things. Anyway, before I start recording, I had to record a lecture. It was the last lecture I had to record for the class. I have a class that's pre-recorded, and I had to do 10 lectures, and I finished the last one today. So I'm shutting off my instructor brain, right? And turning on my crafty brain. So what you all saw me cutting out is this tie-dye fabric right here. It has like that smooth finish to it, like that smooth suede finish to it. It's a knit. It's not very thick at all, but it does have that smooth texture feel to it, and it's very stretchy. Yeah, it stretches both ways, but I'm not quite sure what it's called. Y'all know what Fine Fabric. Actually, this was a remnant at Fine Fabric, so I really have no idea what it is. But it's pretty. I pulled it out last fall, and I was going to make a 9337 with it, but I changed my mind and put it back in the closet. But I just cut it out. So that's what you all saw me cutting out at the beginning of the video. And what I'm going to make my pants, the 9337. And you all know I do inseam pockets. I don't care for these pockets right here. Excuse me, I just do inseam pockets. But the pants are going to be 9337. And the top is going to be this pattern right here. Let me find the actual pattern number. It was a display pattern. 9240. Simplicity 9240. I'm technically doing view A, but I'm putting the hood on it. I'm not doing the kangaroo pocket. I am going to do the side pockets. I didn't realize that this had side pockets. So I am going to do the side pockets. And I'm going to add the hood to it. And I'm doing this as a wearable muslin because I'm testing the size. I cut out a large. So I want to see if it's the right fit. The finished garment measurements say I need to cut out an extra small, and I know that's a lie. Based on my bust measurement, That is an untruth. So, for most of my tops, I cut out a large, but this is unisex, so the large may be kind of big. So I wanted to test it out first, and if it's too overly big, I will cut it down to a medium. But I extra small and small, I already know. I don't even want to waste my fabric like that. But if the one I make is just too big, I'll see if my niece can wear it and I'll give it to her. Um, because she likes hoodies. She likes wearing hoodies. So that's what that is. So these two pieces here, I'm going to make out of this lovely tie-dye fabric. I did not bring the fabric in here for these other two things because it's another thing that I'm testing, wearable muslins, if I can wear them. Testing the size, 8376, just a regular top pattern. Um, I think this is cut to a medium. And the last thing I made with this fit fine, but I just want to make sure that's still the case before I cut the good fabric that I want to cut with it. And then the 8378, the pants. These are the hacking patterns. I love these patterns. Um, this is cut to a large, I believe. So, and I think I'm just doing like I'm doing like a short version, but wide leg. Like that, but wide leg. Um, and again, just testing it out on some fabric that I had in my stash. One of them is a black tie-dye fabric, just pretty much like this one. Is the pants. The top is in some cute fabric that I had left over from another project that I did. If I can remember, I'll pop a picture of it. Um, I made. I can't remember if I did a sew along. I believe it was a new look pattern, if I'm not mistaken. That might be wrong, but I made a top out of the fabric. It's really cute. Still hanging in my closet. I don't know if I wore it at all. Um, it was a fall piece. Um, but if I haven't worn it, I'm going to wear it this fall. But if I remember, I'll pop a picture up of the shirt. I don't remember the pattern. I want to say it's a new look pattern, but I don't remember. Um, I know I did a video. I just don't know if it was a sew along type video. I did that top and some leggings. So I do believe it was a whole new look pattern. I'll look back on it on my Instagram because I'm sure I posted it on Instagram. Um, I took pictures. But yeah, so that's the thing. Like I said, everything is easy to sew up. Um, it's just a matter of getting my machine. Um, the thread, because all of it needs different thread. Now the pouches, of course, the bags, I'm gonna sew on my industrial. Um, I got to thread that. I got to thread a bobbin, two bobbins, and thread the machine with the purple thread. I was getting ready to say needle, everything except thread. um, but yeah, I'm looking through my Instagram to see if I can find that picture real quick. Um, it was something else I wanted to tell y'all. Um, I can't think of what it is. Mm. Um, Gosh, garly. I'm not sure what else I want to sew for fall. I have a lot of ideas in my head, but they don't always come out of my head. They sometimes often stay in my head. I can't find the picture, and I know I took one. Gosh, garly. Or maybe I haven't looked far enough back, but I feel like I have because I'm going into other apartment territory on here, so maybe I didn't. take a picture? I feel like I did. Unless I just took a picture for just YouTube and didn't put it on my Instagram. Well, that sucks. Um, so, I've been ordering me and mommy some patterns off of simplicity.com. I feel a ways because one, I don't like paying shipping. Shipping costs more than the pattern, especially if you're getting one pattern. And I'm not spending $75 on pattern to get free shipping. I, I'm not doing it. Uh, so I wanted that new look pattern that I raved about because it's the jacket pattern from a while ago that I love, and I was trying to get it. It was out of print, and looks like they brought it back. So I ordered that pattern. I also got some PDF patterns off of there. Maybe I should do a pattern haul on everything I've ordered. um, so I ordered that pattern, and then I ordered. Mommy wanted when Berta was on sale. Mommy wanted that Berta pattern with the like the jogger pants, sweatpants, and the hoodie top is in the gray. Mommy wanted that, so I ordered two, one for her, one for me, and I had those sent to her house because I also had it was another pattern that she wanted. It was a McCall's button down. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. Yeah, maybe I should do a pattern haul. All of her patterns went to her just fine. FedEx dropped them off. Me, first of all, I had been getting messages. I think they started on a Friday. Oh, your package is on the way. Your package is out for delivery. Your package XYZ. All weekend. And then it says something, I got a message that said something about I needed to sign for it. So I was asking other people, have you had to sign? When you order patterns online, did you have to sign? And they were like, no. So I was like, okay. So all week, not only the weekend, all week I'm getting messages from FedEx. Your package will be delivered tomorrow. Your package is out for delivery. Your package will be, like, it just kept, your package is delayed. I'm like, okay. So then I get this message, and I don't know if, anyway. Then I get a message, your package has been delivered. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me check outside. And it was after 8 o'clock. My leasing office closes at 6. So it's not up there. So of course I do the missing package thing. And the thing that irked me so bad about the missing package thing, I've been talking for a real long time. The thing that irks me about the missing package thing is they send you the delivery thing. I got that. I'm telling you, I don't have my package. So, goodness. So, before I contacted Simplicity, I contacted my leasing office to see if they had it up there. They don't. So I go on FedEx. I do the little investigation thing just so when I contact Simplicity, I've got all my ducks in a row, right? So investigation came back. We're sorry, we can't find your package. Okay. I contact Simplicity through the little message thing. What do? Send me the confirmation. It says it was delivered on such and such date and signed by such and such. Did you not read the message that I sent you? I did not receive it. FedEx did an investigation. They have lost the package. So I'm going back and forth with the message people on Simplicity until they finally said, what's the order number so we can resend the package. Well, thank you. Still haven't received the package. I'll keep you updated. And anyway, I guess I'm looking again. I guess I did not take a picture in that outfit. I'm sure I took one for YouTube, but I didn't post it on my Instagram. So I might be able to look back in Canva though, because I make all my thumbnails in Canva. So I might be able to look back in Canva and find it. Anyway, I've done 20 minutes worth of talking. Let me start doing something else. Okay, so here is the 8376. This is the medium. Um, and I was, again, making this to test the fit before I cut out the fabric that I really want to cut out with it. It fits, but it's snug. Um, it's tight under my arms. It's tight around my midsection. But probably with some more flowy fabric, it might be fine. But I'm going to go ahead and grab another pattern out of my stash. For some reason, I went crazy buying 8376 and 8378. So I have a lot of them in my stash. So I'm going to grab another one, cut out a large. Cut out a large, and so now I know what size to cut out of the other fabric. So now I'm going to test the size of the pants. I haven't made them yet. I'm going to make them eventually and see how that goes. And then I'll go from there. I think the pants are cut out to a large. I think. But we'll see. I'm going to sew it up and test it out eventually. And go from there. But that's it. I'm going to pop a day one Dragon Con update after this. But this is the top. This is some pretty fabric. I got it from Fine Fabrics.
I don't know if it was a remnant or if I got it off the roll, but I've had this fabric for a while because, like I said, I made a top out of it a while ago. So really pretty fabric. If I can find some more, I'm definitely gonna grab some more if they have some more. I doubt they have more though. But anyway, Dragon Con Day 1 update. Hi everyone, so I'm out here. It's day 1 of Dragon Con. I'm just here really to pick up my badge because nothing really goes on Thursdays. They have the opening ceremonies, Dragon Con wrestling. But I'm here to pick up my badge. And y'all, when I say I've never seen it like this before, the line is out the door, down the street, around the corner. I went, I had to use the restroom. I know I've shared this before. I take a water pill, so I saw that line. I had to beg for the people at the Piedmont University to let me use the bathroom because you're not supposed to go in there unless you're a student. But they held my ID. They let me use the restroom. I was so appreciative because there's no way I could have stood in this line and held it. I'm gonna see if I can flip my camera, y'all. That's not even the end of the line. I'm about to get in. And down there at the red light, I know you can't see the red light, but at the red light, if you go to the left and walk up the hill, that's the hotel. So we're not even close to the hotel. So I'm gonna go stand in this line. I gotta be back home by 6 because my class starts at 6. But y'all, this is absolutely insane. Out of the 7 years that I've been here, this line has never been outside. All right, so recap of day 1 of Dragon Con. Not very much to tell. I went down, got on MARTA around maybe a quarter to 1. Um, got down there, found the line. I told you all about that already. Found the end of the line, which the end of the line that I thought was the end of the line was not the end of the line. So I did end up finding it, but it was people across the street as well. So they kind of made everybody who was across the street cross the street. So the line just kind of meshed together. It took about an hour to get my badge. Um, the line was moving, so it didn't feel like an hour, but it was a solid hour. Um, I never experienced that before. Usually, you walk down to the hotel, you walk right in, and there's a lot of people because they have us going through like the little maze thing. Um, there's a lot of people in there, but I've never seen it like this. Never. And this was even before the pandemic. When people were coming strong. Um, yeah, never seen it like this. And I usually go around the same time to pick up my badge. I usually head down there. I try to miss the morning MARTA crowd because it's still during the week. So people are going to work, people that catch MARTA to go to work. I try to miss that morning crowd. So I try to go down there around 12 or 1 ish. And yeah, I've never experienced that before. But it's fine. Got my badge. I'm ready. Um, what else did I do? I didn't do too much of anything else. I went to the Hilton. I always like to go to the Hilton because they always have always have like a Dragon Con theme. This year it's How to Dragon Con. So they have little things up. I have some pictures that I took. Some little things up that say How to Dragon Con. So I like to go in there and there's always a spot where you can take a picture and different things like that. And I sat in there for a little while. I was trying to wait for my friend, but she got down there um, a little later than normal. and I had to hop back on the train. I had to be back on the train by 4 so I can get home, get something to eat, and start my class at 6. And I got to MARTA right on time. When I got down the escalator, about 2 minutes later, the train came. So had I waited any later, I'd have probably been waiting 20 minutes for the next train to come. So got down there right on time. But yeah, not much to tell for day one of Dragon Con. It's always that way. I never really stay down there late on a Thursday. I think I will one year because they do have the opening ceremonies, and I want to see what that's all about. Um, I don't think I've been down there late before on a Thursday because I did go to Dragon Con Wrestling one year, and they had some of the wrestling celebrities there, the old school ones. I can't tell you who they are. I don't remember, but and I might have said it on the Dragon Con video from that year. Don't know which year it was, but yeah, I do want to go. I do want to stay one year, one Thursday, so I can see what the opening ceremonies are. And I think they start around 8 or something like that. I might not. I might be lying. It might be 5:30. But anyway, I'm going to try my best to get more cosplay pictures. Probably won't be pictures of me with the person because I never have anybody to take my pictures. So I'll just probably just be snapping pictures of different cosplayers that I can get. And I'll share that with you. And I'll do a recap of what happened each day. So, all right, I will see you all for day 2. All right, so day 1 of Dragon Con is done. I didn't need my book bag today because I just went down there to get my badge and that was it. But tomorrow is when I'm going to take all my necessities, right? So I got some of this stuff and I was going to try to use this, but as you can see, it's not closing. So I grabbed one of my book sleeves that I forgot to put my label on. And you can't see that hole, but I punched a little hole in it with my awl. And I'm getting ready to put some plastic snaps on it so I can throw all my little knickknacks in there and then throw this in my backpack because I didn't want to take I don't carry a real purse. I carry one of those sports over the shoulder type things. But I didn't want to take that tomorrow and my book bag. So trying to condense everything, see if I can get it all in this book sleeve and be set for tomorrow, day 2 of Dragon Con. All right, I got my plastic snap on. And I got everything I need and don't need in this book sleeve. So I'm all set for tomorrow. I do have some little snacks that I take with me, like some little Cheez-Its. I got some Oreo, the lemon thing cookies. I just take those as snacks, but I just throw those in my backpack. But the personal essentials, I got them all in this book sleeve. So I'm all set for tomorrow.